Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. So today we're going to try to hammer out this frickin' wiring on this tractor and get that sorted out. I got some other new bits here and a couple other new bits that I'm going to have to make new bits for by the looks of things. So let's have a look at her and see what we got going on here. Alright, got a brand new alternator for it. I'm going to eliminate that 3-wire, even though these technically are still 3-wire, if you know what I mean. It'll run off the one, but if it sits for a long time, apparently it will demagnetize inside and then it won't actually charge, so you got to jump power to re-excite it again. Hopefully I don't have to do that from new, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to get the old one off. We got a new solenoid, and this is a 4-post. This is exactly what my, well, a little bit different, but 4-post solenoid that my stepdad has on his Jubilee, and his works fine, and it was wired up by, well, I know the guy, he's a pretty good guy, so he's a professional mechanic and he wired it up for him and it works. So I'm going to see if that'll work for me and get her working off that button. I found something interesting on the front of the alternator. I had to make a bracket, but now that I look at it again, I might have to remake it again. Something a little different. So anyways, we got to go get that bracket off, and I'll show you. I kind of see what they did now, but let's go get it off here. And yeah. So yeah, I thought I'd eliminate this 3-wire, even though I think this one would probably still be fine. But one little less worry, you know, with a brand new one. So I got these already loose. Let's take this bracket off. See, I show you what happened here. I think they must have changed this, and this was maybe a bracket from something else, and they smushed the thing down, but I think to make her fit there that I see now, so that's maybe not too good. But I just want to pull this guy off of here and try my new bracket on this alternator, because they're pretty much the same, I would think. But that is what happened there. I'm looking at it, I'm like, why would someone mush that down? And I see now, I think that's why. So yeah, they kind of smushed her real good there. So I'm gonna have to see. I know they make this slotted spot. That's so you can adjust the belt there. They make them radius, like a bend to that area too. So I might have to get a little more inventive and see if I can figure that, either that or keep this the same and make another bracket to mount from this guy down onto that thing, which is going to be even more fun. So not one thing, it's 10, right? But anyways, let's go grab the new bracket here and see how it just sort of looks lined up on there. I bet you it won't fit, because as you know, old BILLSTMAXX likes to kind of overbuild things a little bit, and yeah, I'm willing to bet this probably won't fit on here now. Yeah, no, she's gonna have to have some arcing to her or something. That's just not gonna work like that. So do I cut a whole new one now? I guess I'm gonna probably much have to try to keep her there, but then it's got to arc down a little bit. But I see now why they kind of smushed that to get some clearance to that. That kind of makes sense now. But if this was up here, maybe. My fingers to work. Yeah, it's still, well, that would work there if the hole was up higher, but it's not really a whole lot to mount to on that. It's better to get her down onto the solid holder, but you could technically go right into that little hole there. I don't think there's anything else that, it's interesting though, there's screws and stuff there. I don't know what that was for. And yeah, darn it. Now I couldn't really go too much tighter with the belt either. I was thinking, oh, I could just shrink that up a bit, then you'd be right into, I don't think you'd want to get into your governor stuff there, so I got to kind of leave her about there. Oh man, because I know they have them, and they have like the arc. It's not far off there, but it's not close either. Oh, my hole's not cold. Ah. Oops, I almost dropped you. So that's going to need a little more engineering. Now this bracket has to stay on there because that's where the gas tank mounts onto. So it's kind of important. So I'm going to have to work on that, I guess, again. Probably could still use this one, even though it gives you really no, but that's the idea there. If we could make her kind of like that, the only thing you need is maybe a little longer this way, so you could tighten that down more, because it's got to be, that's how you tighten that, right? You pull that down and then you tighten that bolt down. So, but okay, I'll have to do some more. I didn't go ahead and bend this one yet because I wanted to kind of test her up, but yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, that's all right. Well, back to the wiring mess here. I'm going to switch this, oh, I should have taken that off the other night. Whoops. I'm going to switch this solenoid from the 2 to the 1. I don't know why this is not working, because I watched a guy's video and he went over every little wire, you know, everything perfectly, and it's exactly the way this is, and it will not work off of that ground for this one here. That should go to the button. It is just will not work. Like, okay, I don't know. So I'm gonna get a new solenoid and try that, see what happens there. But anyways, got a little bit of work to do here. Guess we won't be changing that today. Another day, another $1. Anyways, I got to remake another bracket or something. But anyways, let me get this all pulled apart here again. We'll have to clean up some of these contacts, I'm sure. Get this guy off, put the new one on. Got to make sure this is clean under here and stuff so it grounds out. Hopefully that's not where the problem's lying. It shouldn't be, but hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. If it doesn't work and I put the new one on, I know there's something going on. But I mean, it should be still getting pretty good ground there, I would think. I could test that, I guess, with my beep, 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 beep thing there. But anyways, I'll get working at this. I won't film switching this thing over because that's, you know, pretty straightforward there. But anyways, we'll see you when we get her changed. Okay, some mysteries are starting to unravel themselves here a little bit. I kind of figured out why they weren't using that push button, because it's not working. I did some continuity testing on there, grounded out to the frame, and then to the little tab there, push the button, and nothing. So that button's junk. That's why they had it set up with the key switch, as in, like, you know, on, and then on the... So I'm still going to test her, because I'll probably order a new key switch for it and get it in about 6 years and then put her on. And but I got her hooked up. I'm just going to I have to get a new battery. I'll show you that in a sec. Going to just test this, and that should simulate grounding out. If it's all good, this I got to rewire this and do wire from here up to the key switch, I think it was. So when the key turns on, it gets power here. I don't really know why yet, but we'll see what happens. So I might have these backwards. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. And I can always just switch them if I have to. But my stepdad's was wired with that. One actually went up from here up to the key switch. And then this one went down to the button. And his works. So I don't know. I'm going to try it. But I'll show you why I got to get a new battery here. I guess this one, I think this is the one that he gave me with this tractor. And it's junk. I knew it was anyways. But look at the... It's been sitting in here. Look at the bulge. That's really bad. That's probably not good. Showing about 2 volts, so it's junk. I'll just have to scrap that one, I guess, and then replace it with another one. But I got another one down there charged, ready to go. I'll go grab it, and then we'll see if this will turn over here. All right, it's changed, but I am seriously, totally missing something here. I've done some research and I got a picture of a solenoid on here that's pretty much exactly the same. That has the S terminal, which is the start terminal, which makes sense. If I hook this back up, I just did a bunch of changing around again. And so technically, if this touches anything positive, it'll crank. So if I go to the battery here, come on now. It cranks. Okay. This wire here is supposed to go they're, from this diagram anyway, supposed to go to the coil to momentarily give it, or the resistor block, to momentarily give it 12 volts or something, to give it 12 volts to the coil. That's what it says here. So the S terminal, you can't see that. The S terminal is a start terminal. The ignition switch sends power to this terminal to activate the solenoid and send power through the contacts of the solenoid to the starter, which that just did. Okay, that's good. The I terminal is used on vehicles that uses a resistor, which I don't have. I have an internal resistor in this coil, to the primary power circuit of the coil to lower the voltage. This terminal momentarily sends full 12 volts to the coil to help start the engine, but it's not used on some vehicles. Shouldn't need that on this, so I shouldn't need this I. I was thinking, you know, okay, the way my stepdad's has his set up is this one goes right to the power. I don't know why his doesn't crank over. And this one goes right to the push button, which technically should be still this. But how come when I touch this to power anywhere here, it'll turn here even. Not there because it's not on. But now it'll go here. Why is that cranking like that? I don't get it. Something's not right. I'm missing something. I don't know. I am definitely missing something. You can't keep this hooked to power all the time because it will just keep cranking all the time. You don't want that. You want this to, you know, be on a switch, which I guess that's why they had it set up to this. And that does work if I hook this into this other, whoa geez, this other screw back here, and then turn the switch to on, like to crank. That works. Why is this not working the way it should? I've got it hooked up exactly the same as his, and I don't understand. It's driving me nuts. I thought these things kind of worked like, well, I guess it doesn't, but I thought it would get power to here or something, or whatever, and ground out here, and then it would complete that circuit. But maybe I got the wrong solenoid again. I don't know. I've not done much electrical stuff, so I don't really know a whole lot about this stuff. So since my push button is junk anyways, that's going to be a huge disassembly to get that off. I guess I'll have to do the unsafe thing and hook it up kind of the way it was to the key switch there. That's the only thing I can think to do right now. So this one here I technically shouldn't need. So I should be able to just take this one off. This has really got me baffled because his is hooked up like that. I should have took a picture of his and I went and looked at it the other day. And why this one isn't working, I don't know. I've tried a couple of different things. I tried putting power to this and then grounding this one, didn't work. I reversed it, didn't work. The only way it seems to work is the way it's all working before, and it's like, I don't understand, because I rewired this whole thing and, you know, simplified a whole lot here. Why is this not working? So I guess what I'll do is I'll just run this up onto the key switch for now and then just leave it like that until I can get a switch in at least, and that'll be a whole day's job tearing this thing all apart because you got to get this whole top plate off and then holy jumping. So now some of the mysteries have unraveled here a bit. I can see why they did what they did, especially with this bracket, and now why they had it on a key switch like that, starting like that, because the button was junk and they knew it was a big job to take that apart. They didn't want to bother with it, and you know, people need their tractors running. Let's get at her, you know. I don't have time to tear the top off. Not me, but the person that owned this before probably didn't have time to tear that top off and change that button. So I am perplexed. So I'm gonna set her up that way, and I guess I'll order a button in at some point here, get her in, and we'll change that. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave her the way it was because I don't understand why this won't work. Oh, this has been a real head pounder for me because it doesn't really make sense. There's not a whole lot to it. And I've followed these diagrams that are on here and it worked for them, but why it won't work for me, I don't know. I don't know. I completely eliminated this box here, so that's good. It's all gone. And then well, I got to make a bracket, I guess, for this, or let's maybe just still use this one on the new alternator. And I don't really want to, but I guess I'm gonna have to get something or order the actual one that comes with the bend in it. It's hard to find them, but this one that I made is definitely not going to work, so I just don't think I could heat that up hot enough and just kind of bend into it, because it would just all smush this down. Then you'd be junk. I'd have to cut her out with a plasma cutter, cut an arc, but I don't know the arc, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. So one of those things like, fun stuff. But I'll see if I can maybe get one that's pre-made, save a little bit of a headache there too, because now my head's starting to hurt, man. I don't know what's going on here. This wire I got loose here, that doesn't, that's just going up to the ammeter. I had a hook there, but I think I can just get it and hook it right onto this guy here. It'd be the same deal. This is coming up here anyway, so you don't really need two going down. So I'm going to shorten that guy now, and then we'll just attach her back onto this side with all these other ones and stuff. But holy jumping, this is really, woo, my head. I don't know, I can't figure that out. Can't seem to just crack it. I may be missing something, but to me it's all straightforward. Like, we got, let's just go over this once more here. We got, of course, grounded to that one. This positive is supposed to come into the solenoid, which gets major power from there when you make the contacts down to the starter. Okay. We got a charge wire coming up to the battery side. It'll charge the battery again. And then we got a wire coming up here to feed the block, which is always on power there. Power's always on, which I don't really like that idea, but I mean, you could just unhook her here, I guess, if you're really worried. And then it comes down here to the switch, which turns the ignition on and off to the other side of the little block here, which goes down to the coil. That's good. I mean, it's simple. Why is this not working? I don't know. I'm losing my mind here. But anyways, holy jumping. So I guess I'll, like I say, I'll just finish this up for now, and then we'll drive on, and then I guess we'll have to do something about this bracket. I'll see what I can do. Darn it, I made one there, and it's not the best looking bracket, but you know, it would have worked. But yeah, I can see that's not going to work now. So, because yeah, that's got a little bit of a, it's not much, but it's a little bit of a bend to her. So I got to figure that out, and then we'll switch this alternator over. And luckily, I thought it was going to be a 5/8 belt on here, but it's actually a 1/2 inch. So that's kind of odd, because usually they're a 5/8 belt. But that'll work. The new one's a 5/8 or a 1/2 inch belt too. And then that'll eliminate that. Hopefully we don't need to do the circuit, but what we got to do is run a short wire from here into, I think it's plug 1, if I remember right. And that excites the circuit. The other one is for the illumination, but I think that's technically a regular 1-wire alternator, but I'm going to switch it anyways. Even though there's 3, I know, but the new one is supposed to be 1-wire alternator, and there's 3, so, but, oh, what the heck. Anyways, I'll finish this up here, and then we'll try her, and I'm not going to start it today, I don't think, but, because it's really cold out here, I don't want to start it, let it run for like 5 minutes, and then shut it off, so, we'll, I don't know. Whew. My head's hurting. I don't know why I can't figure this out. It seems to be so simple in my head. Why it's not working, I don't know. I even cleaned out and got a good ground onto this thing here. I should even test that and make sure, just to double make sure. Okay. Okay, so we go here. Yeah. Okay, not a problem with that. That's grounded out, so that shouldn't have any issue with anything. Boy, other than that, though, I don't know. My head is freaking hurting. Freaking hurting like I got a headache or something. I don't know. Weird. Alright, I got the old alternator off here. I figured I'd do that today too, and I just wanted to compare things. Looking pretty close. That guy's there, that guy's there. This, of course, faces down. And the location of the wire, yeah, the other things are a bit different, but looks like the charge is different too. It's up higher on this one and lower on that one, so should be a little bit different. I might, hopefully I don't have to remake that cable, but there you can see the pulleys are, this one's a little smaller on this one. She'll spin a little faster maybe, which is maybe not a bad thing, but that's going to change up, I think, my belt. I could switch the pulley, I guess, but I'll try it with this one on here. What the heck? This kind of annoyed me a little bit. Not much, but, you know, I didn't really like that too much, but anyways, we'll give her a shot. Well, I'm going to hook her back on here and get everything all wired up that way. But wow, yeah, this other thing, man, it has got my head spun. I cannot figure that out, why that does not work the way it's supposed to. Oh boy, anyways, let's get this feller installed. Well, you can see the original spot where it mounted there, and that's interesting that it's only got really one bolt holding it, but there's nothing in behind. That's kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on there, how that's staying there, but anyways, guess we'll drive on. I don't know how much play we got on this. Not great. Not great. It probably needs redone. I think that's supposed to hook to something too, but anyways, let's get the alternator on here. Should probably get a new belt for it too, but I can't get that right now, so do that later. Well, maybe I'll see if I can get that belt off of here. And I've never done one of these before, but I think you can get it off the pulley on the bottom. And then you got to get it around the fan. Like sewage. Like sewage. Yeah, that's, woo, is that ready for replacement? Oh boy. Yeah, I don't even know what size that is. That's not a big one, but wow, that has been on there for a long time. I think we better do that. So we'll leave that off for now. And then this bolt is the bottom mount bolt here. It's supposed to go through. Kind of thing, and there's probably some play. Oh, yeah, a little bit. I don't know how that's not moved. It must be cranked on there real good. Okay, so that worked good like that, but we got to do it this way with this thing here, which makes it even more fun. All right, and then let's get, there's a nut here that wasn't technically a lock washer, but I'll just thread this guy on, and I should have cleaned that bolt a little better, I guess. Somewhere I've got my other wrench, and what did I do with it? Oh my goodness, I am losing my mind today. Oh my goodness, there it is. Never mind, found it. Holy jumping, I don't know, that wiring's got me. Whew. I know you guys have suggested things, and I looked at that, and that honestly didn't work. I've done a couple different diagrams, theirs didn't work. I wired up exactly the same as the Jubilee is, and that didn't work, so I don't know what's going on here. It is a negative ground, I do know that. Well, that's pretty loose on there. I don't know if I like that too much. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, can you tell? I'm losing a bit of patience. Holy jumping. It's not one thing, it's frickin' 10. Holy jumping, that bolt's not even the right size maybe. I'll have to mess with that too, I guess. Now this, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It's nowhere near right. Oh man. What about this old crappy one here? Let's just thread this guy back into here. Boy, just a day of today's of just, I cannot win. Gosh, I don't understand it. Just don't get it. Yeah, that one's not bad there. It's actually clear and pretty good, but I got to get a new belt for it here, so. Well, let's unthread this bolt here. I guess my new bracket that I plasma cuttered and ground at and filed at, that's not going to work. Oh, man. So. I'll rig up something, but right now it's so bloody cold out. It's just like, you know, I'm working on this. I have no feeling in my fingers. So that should have moved there, but if I had the one that arced, it would probably be a lot better. Yeah, not very good. But I know they had this right out to the limit here, so I'm just gonna leave her loose like that. So I got a new belt, I can just slap that on, and I think I'm gonna end up probably reusing this guy, but let's just double check. I'm not leaving this one on, of course. I just want to double check and see how much tension I get from this. It's probably not going to be enough. Wonder how many millions of times this belt's gone around here. Probably lots of millions of times. Yeah, that's I think right to the limit end there, so that's not too well aligned either. I don't know if I like that. Oh man, what the crap? That's not aligned at all. That can't run like that. Holy jumping. I don't know if you guys can see that, but oh man. What can I do to change that? Not very much down there. Holy, why is it? This is not a whole lot different than the other one. Isn't that weird? That is weird. Well, let's show you the alignment here. It's really hard to get that on camera, but it's definitely pulling back a lot. You can see like the gap on the front of the water pump pulley there. That's definitely going to eat that new belt up pretty quick. That's definitely not aligned very well. Holy freaking crap, man, I just can't win. Holy, and how the heck do I change that? I don't think I really can. Everything is this mount on this alternator must be forward more or something than the other one. Or something's wrong. Let's take her off again, I guess, and have a look at them both again. Okay, so lining up these two, that is the problem. That pulley is different. This one has a little more of a collar onto it. It's kind of hard to show you that difference, but it's kind of hard to show you that. Maybe this will be... No, that's not much better. But it is definitely definitely out. It looks like the shafts are the same length, but the way this pulley is, it's shorter. So now I got to try to get that apart. Switch the pulleys. Oh my god. That might be fun getting that one out of there. If I had my impact going, which I don't have air right now, that might get that out of there, but this one should be fine. But I'll fire up the little compressor, see if it'll go here, and then try to make ourselves some air. Man, I am just about done for the winter with this project, I think, for right now. It's just driving me batty today. Holy jumping. Let's see if this compressor will fire up here. Probably be too cold. Alright, let's see if I can get this off of here. It looks like it's a 24 mil. Come on, baby. Okay. Good. Uh-oh. Not good. Wow. Good. Okay. Now, that had a key in it. Well, there's no key on there, and there's no... Interesting. This one has a keyed slot on it. Guess you crank them down, away you go. Yeah, those are definitely different. That's going to change it, I think, quite a bit. So, holy jumping, eh? Man, can't I just get a break today? Please, just give me a break. God, I don't like whining, but like, come on. Why has everything got to be so screwed up today? Ah. Okay, let's give this another shot here. And I didn't really particularly like the way that this was mounting on here. It's a little floppy. These are remanufactured, I mean, so that hole could be wore out. Which, you know, yeah, it could be. Could be wore out already. probably is. Not saying that it is, but it probably is. So let's crank this back on here. Oh man, one of these days. Honestly, I think I'm gonna maybe sort of stop doing videos on this tractor until the spring comes around again. We pretty much got her where we need her. I've got the tank, the fuel tank, gas tank. It's all done, waiting to go back on here. That'd probably be the next step, make a new line for it. And I think the line was supposed to run out the middle, down the front bracket here, and then kind of down and around this way. They've got it kind of coming the other way. So I'll maybe remake one of them. That's good there. And let's check the belt here. And yes, I will get a new belt for it. I'm going to take it off again here before I'm finished with it today. And this is when you're supposed to change this belt when the pipe here is really, really hot. Holy jumping. What is going on there? I lost something. Holy cow. Going this way then. There. Okay, let's get her to where she should be here. Kind of flipped off of here on me a little bit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is going on today? Holy jumping. I just can't seem to get anything going or coordinated where it should be. Okay, that looks better. Definitely looks better now, to me anyways, from the naked eye. Oh yeah, that's way better. It's not sitting back almost a half a belt length now. That should track a little nicer. Whew. And this stupid bracket, I don't know, I might just fire that guy back on, but I'll leave it off for now so when I put the new belt on. Now hopefully that belt hasn't, well, they're going to say, oh, we'll give you one size smaller because it's probably, you know, but, or grown a bit or something, but I'm like, Now if I have to get into, to put this extra wire on here, she's going to be a little tight. It's way in the back in here by the exhaust port here, manifold thing. It's going to be pretty hard to get in there, but that one will go there, so that's pretty good. Pardon me, holy man, time to go home. But anyways, let's get the belt off here again. I don't think it's going to flip off too easily, but that definitely needs a replace. Okay, I guess I'll have to reverse what I did here to give it a bit more slack. If I even can. Oh, gee, okay, just yank that out of the way, that'll work too. Okay, and off the bottom pulley, crankshaft pulley. Jumping in. Oh man. I just want to go home because this has all been a bad day. There we go, we'll get that one replaced. And I'll see how much, well, I don't even know what size that is. It's not massive huge, but I could give her a measure. Just get a rough idea and see if I could maybe order one or something off Amazon, or I don't know. I don't really know. I've got a few belts down in stock there, but I can't even get the freaking cap off my, holy crap! I just want to go home. Anyways, wow. Some days you have bad days, and apparently today is a bad day for me. Oh my goodness, I can't even get my freaking, wow. Holy jumping. Okay, let's get a rough estimate here. It's probably 29. Actually, wait a minute, where did it go? Let's start that again, that didn't seem right. I think you're supposed to measure the inside, but It is, ooh, don't think it would have stretched almost an inch. Boy, I don't know now. That says 41, but it's a little bit, it's like 40 3/4. That's kind of interesting. Oh man, I don't know. What the heck, frickin' crap. Just can't win today. Anyways, I'm going home. The heck with this. I had enough of this for today. This has just been one of them days. Alright, well that thing gave me quite a headache today. I think we're going to be okay though. I'm going to take this battery out. So I don't wreck another one. I think the other one was on its way out anyhow. But we got, I guess, that thermostat to change too. I'm going to order a belt. It looks like it's a 40-inch. So that's stretched 3/4 of an inch from what I measured anyways. But I'll order a 40-inch from somewhere. We'll get that in. And yeah, I know you guys aren't going to like the way I hooked that up, but I don't know what's going on there. Something is really not right. Wow. But I did continuity test on that button and it didn't work. So I guess that's why they hooked her up the way they did. So I redid her like that for now. And I think what I'll end up probably doing is hooking up on the battery is like a battery disconnect thing. So somebody can't just kind of get on and, you know, start it in gear, because that'll start in gear now. And that's not a good thing, because I was ran over by a, well, tractor like the 2N ran me over, starting it on the side like that. It's oh boy, it's messed up my life actually, I think. But anyways, still alive. I made it through that, so that sucked, and I don't really want to get into it. But anyways, yeah, this has just been baffling me. But with the wiring, and it's so simple, like it shouldn't, oh, I don't know. Something's not right somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now anyways. But I got to order a button for it anyways. And that'd be, like I said, a big job. Apparently this 5-speed is real hard to get off compared to, there's a spring or something there that fights you compared to like the 4-speeds. So yeah, but got to change that thermostat. Oh, what else was there? Get the tank back on. I think we can pretty much, after we get this all snorted out here, we'll get a belt on order and she should be all good there. And I think I'm still going to use that same bracket. I don't know, it seems to be clear in there, so once I get her on and good, we'll reuse that again. 40-inch belt by the looks of things. Hopefully that's good. And it'd be a little tighter, might be a little harder to get on there, but hopefully I got enough adjustment here. Should be all right to get her back enough to, or I might have to put her on and then get that thing lined up, put that bolt in after. So I'll get the belt ordered. The tank, like I say, is good. I pressure tested the tank. Sits up here on these things. I pressure tested that and it seemed to come out really good. So no air bubbles or leaks or nothing. So it's like, finally I don't have to do a frickin' repair on the inside of a tank. So that's good. But I did paint the outside, cleaned all the muck off the bottom. It was just caked with stuff from underneath. Probably from this blowing stuff over the years. Underneath there, and gets oily stuff and then dirt flung up and then stuck onto it. It's kind of like this caked on stuff under here. It was kind of like that. So I cleaned it all off, primed it, painted it, and it looks good now. Did the tank black and then the cap red. So we'll get that mounted back on, and I think for now that's going to be mostly about it. Get something hooked to her in the spring and give her a good pull. Test our charging, of course, when we get her all good and going and the tank on and running and stuff. Probably should switch this hose. I'm gonna have to drain the fluid, I think, anyways, to do that thermostat switch, or the temperature switch thing there. Temperature, oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. You know what I mean, for the coolant temperature thermometer thingy. And I think for now I'm gonna leave the radiator as is. It's probably fine. I think it's got a problem on this side though, where it's spinning inside of the housing. You can't get in there. They're supposed to be, I guess, welded on the inside and then pinch welded shut, and it's spinning there. So I mean, I can't do anything about that. Or I have to cut the thing off with my torch and put a whole new rad on it, because you know that's what you'd have to do. But it's not leaking, so I think I'm going to leave her for now. But I'm going to switch, I believe this. I got some hose I can switch that guy with when we get her drained out. So probably do that all in one day. Switch that temperature sensor and switch that hose. And then this little guy here, it is broken off. That's a little overflow. It's supposed to be there and then down. I don't know if I can clean that up and re-braze onto that again, or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe get a little end on it and just put a little plastic hose down or something. We'll figure that out later. But oh man, for now, that's just hurting me. Oh my god. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for all your help. And I know you guys have been giving me, oh, you gotta wire it up this way, but I don't know. I did her like the simplest design, holy crap, wiring schematic I could find, and I don't know, still not working. Everything's working, but not working the way it should, and I don't know why. So anyways, whatever. She's good to go now. Well, I took the battery out, but it did crank on the key there, so that's good. Yeah, it's gonna be backwards, so you're gonna be like this, so it's gonna be this the way that switch is. I wish it kind of went the other way, but I could have put it on the other side, I guess, so there's a hole there too, but oh well, that's all right. Anyways, that's it for today again. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and I'd like to get something hooked onto this and give her some tugging, like a plow or something. Whenever we get our garden going again here, we'll do that. So, but you guys have a good day. Thanks again. We'll catch you later, and we'll see you soon for something else on this, probably the thermostat thingy or therma thing, and then the hose here. So, oh boy. Okay, catch you later. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good day. Oh yeah, the old one here, I wanted to tear it apart and see what goes on in these things. I don't really know how these work, and I'd like to see what kind of shape it is on the inside, but we'll do that another day. We'll take these screws. Oh, it's a Delco Remy. I didn't realize see that there, but we'll take these screws off and then pull it apart and see what's in there. This should just pull right out. Holy. Wow, even that's fighting me today. I can hardly believe that. Oh, holy jumping, a piece of plastic, for God's sakes. Love stuff that, you know, makes my brain work, but getting older here is starting to hurt my brain a little more, so. But anyways, yeah, we'll pull that guy off and just kind of see what's in there, and I don't know, there's probably not much in there, but I never looked inside one, so we'll have to check her out. Okay, catch you later. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a good day.